Hello and welcome! I'm going to run through several quick facts that I know you'll find pretty interesting, or even amazing. If you do, be sure to let me know in the comments. All right, let's go. According to the study of graphology, the way you write your signature can potentially reveal certain personality traits. It's been shown that certain aspects like size, slant, and legibility can be interpreted as indicators of confidence, ambition, or even shyness. A 2016 study reported that among men, a larger signature correlates with higher social bravado, and among women, a bigger signature tends to correlate with narcissistic traits. And those with an upward slant potentially suggest optimism, ambition, and a forward-thinking approach. Fascinating, huh? Cats are considered sweet blind. What I mean is, they can't taste anything sweet as they're the only mammals that lack the taste receptors for sweetness. Did you know that? Cats do have taste buds like humans, but their sweet receptors simply aren't very sensitive. By evolutionary means, likely, cats are strict carnivores, and their physiological requirement for meat means they don't have the protein needed to synthesize sweet flavors. The word jiffy is a real unit of time and is a scientific term representing a very short time interval, roughly equal to 1/100th of a second. Physicists use jiffy to describe the time that light takes to travel a very small distance, like 1 femtometer or a millionth of a millimeter. In other words, very, very brief. Have you ever been to Alaska? How does a bit of cave exploring sound? The Mendenhall Ice Caves in Juneau is a network of caves within the Mendenhall Glacier and is accessible by kayak, offering incredibly stunning blue ice formations. A popular guided tour typically runs from July to September. Many have said the caves are beautiful and surreal, and are a once-in-a-lifetime experience that will leave you filled with a sense of awe and wonder. Would you believe that ants don't have lungs? Ants breathe through tiny holes in their exoskeleton called spiracles. Oxygen enters the ant's body through these spiracles, travels through a network of tubes called tracheae, and then diffuses into the ant's blood. Larger insects often need to flex their abdomens to help pump air through the tracheae. If that's a little more than you ever wanted to know about ants, well, you're welcome. Music truly serves as a universal language that brings people together. It is often called a universal language because it can transcend cultural and linguistic barriers by connecting people across cultures and languages, bridging gaps, and fostering emotional connections. Music can trigger similar emotional responses, like feeling joyful with upbeat melodies or sad with minor keys. Even more, research suggests that the human brain processes music in similar ways across cultures, contributing to its universal appeal. Are you a dog lover like I am? Have you ever wondered why a dog sometimes tilts its head when you speak to it? They do this primarily for better understanding. In other words, dogs tilt their heads to pinpoint the source of sound, pick up familiar words, and interpret tones of voices. Some theories suggest that tilting their head also allows dogs to get a better view of facial expressions. Either way, I can never hold back a big smile whenever they do it. After their completion, around 2500 BC, the Great Giza Pyramids in Egypt were originally covered in a smooth layer of white limestone, creating a shimmering effect under the sun. The limestone blocks were quarried from hills and cliffs along the Nile River, and the blocks were transported by river barge and then dragged up ramps to the construction site where they were carefully cut and fitted to each pyramid's symmetry. Over time, the limestone casings have been stripped away by earthquakes, theft, and building projects. Only a few remain in place at the base of the Great Pyramid for the pharaoh Khufu. Austrian composer Franz Joseph Haydn, also known as the father of the symphony, died in 1809 and was buried. In 1820, the Duke of Cambridge persuaded the Prince of Eisenstadt to exhume Haydn's body. To the grave digger's surprise, the body was found without its head, with an obvious replacement skull put in its place. Haydn's skull, stolen by thieves for purposes of study, was missing for 145 years before it was reunited with Haydn's body in 1954. How's that for creepy? And by the way, the replacement skull was never removed. That means there are now 2 skulls in Haydn's tomb. I guess, as the saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1. Are you a butterfly lover? The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is the largest butterfly in the world. The females have a wingspan of up to 28 centimeters or 11 inches and are dark brown with cream patches. Male birdwings are considerably smaller and are bright green. These incredibly large butterflies can be found living in the rainforests of the Oro province in eastern Papua New Guinea. Would you be surprised to learn that Thomas Edison, the inventor of our modern-day light bulb, was afraid of the dark? In fact, he reportedly slept with the light on for his entire life after producing his invention. It's been said that emotions, especially fear, is a natural instinct that can be irrational, even in rational people. How times have changed. In our present day and age, it's been estimated that over 90% of the world's currency is digital, meaning the majority of financial transactions are made electronically. Between credit cards, debit cards, online purchases, and cryptocurrency, only a small percentage of global currency nowadays is physical cash. Surprised? Yeah, thought not. Pretty interesting, right? Thought so. Take a minute and comment your thoughts or which fact you liked best, would you? See you in the next video.